Hey there, folks. My name is Daizoren, and a little preface before I get to MarviDaiz with Marv and myself. Really quickly, just want to go over something that has occurred in the past day, 2 days, sort of. Well, day. Anyway, you guys probably didn't even notice. Some of you did because you obviously follow the Facebook page and the Twitter and stuff like that. I just want to let you guys know that it has come to my attention, as well as Marv's, that there are some people who are going around and might be trying to either troll our comments or have some fun trying to disrupt our comments and disrupt the entire community we have here. Impersonating, I'm sure you guys have seen it on other channels, people who impersonate people like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, and they try to interact with people thinking, trying to pretend to be those people. I just want to give you guys a heads up. If you ever see something like that, if you see a comment that's from me and you're like, oh, cool, it's awesome, Daizoren's replying to me, just double check. Make sure you hover over the name or click and go to the page. If they have no subscribers, or if they have very little subscribers, they have no videos, they have very little videos, or they've re-uploaded some of my videos and there's just a couple of them or anything along those lines, then it's obviously not me, and you should flag anything that you see. If you flag comments, if you see comments that are being like very kind of evil or hate-filled, or if you see those comments that might be linking to viruses, things like that, go ahead, just click on them, mark them as spam. They're gone forever. And that's all we have to do. We don't need to acknowledge if anybody is actually trying to troll the community. We don't need to acknowledge anything that's going on, because replying to that kind of stuff, it's just feeding a fire. No need to do that. So instead, flag it, get it taken down. Everything's done, hunky-dory, we move on. No problem. The person who's doing it doesn't get any kind of satisfaction, and we get to move on with our day. So I just want to let you guys know and inform you, we've gotten to that point where we are just so popular now that we have people who are trying to do that kind of stuff. So it's part of the territory. It's just how it goes. So yeah, it's just something we're going to have to start dealing with. You guys have been an amazing community so far. You guys were made aware of this. You went out, you seeked it out, you destroyed it. Yeah, so you guys are amazing. You guys are an amazing community. You guys have done a great deal of work. You guys are incredibly powerful, and I hope you guys realize that. So keep on the lookout, whether it be somebody impersonating me, impersonating Marv, impersonating anybody else that we know, or impersonates any famous YouTuber that you follow. Just keep an eye on that stuff, because you never know. Play it safe, and everything will be nice and happy. So without further ado, we're going to move on to MarviDaiz and to me talking about my article, and then Marv and I play a fun game of 20 questions. So enjoy. For this week, I have one big thing that I really want to talk about more than anything, and that is that Oculus has announced the consumer model is going to be coming out first quarter of 2016. So the Oculus Rift consumer model. This is no longer the dev kits. These are for everybody to enjoy. Coming out first quarter of 2016. I am super excited about this. Marv, I don't know how you feel about this. We had a little bit of a discussion right before we started recording. And yeah. Go ahead. Let everybody know your thoughts.
You saying it out loud actually makes me think, actually, this is fucking huge. This is big stuff, because it's been in development for well over 2 years now.
At least.
Started up on Kickstarter, had a spotlight shone on it from Kickstarter, and it's absolutely exploded.
And for a while, they've been pretty much the leading tech company in VR. So
yeah, so you talk about VR now, people. The word that pops in their head, I'm pretty sure is going to be Oculus 9 times out of 10.
Definitely.
I am super excited about VR, and I'm super excited that it's close. It's not far away now. In terms of the Oculus, I was Oculus all the way, and it's not that I'm not now. As soon as that Facebook thing happened, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, And it's purely because of that whole stigma of
Right.
Facebook shoving advertisements down your throat, selling data on, and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't want any of that. I want a VR gaming headset. I don't want to have to log into Facebook when I sign up.
Which I totally understand, and I get that argument. I don't think that's what this is, though. I think from a purely from a business standpoint, I think the only reason that Facebook even acquired Oculus was to reap the benefits of their business. It was nothing more than, you guys are doing something cool. We kind of want to make some money off of that, so we're going to acquire you. As we've seen so far, there's been no change in the development system and no change in how the Oculus is made or anything along those lines. Obviously, that could change, but I mean, we've been kind of almost guaranteed Facebook's not going to be integrated into Oculus in any way. They said that they're still going to be able to develop exactly as they intended. The only reason Oculus was okay with this was because it would give them more funding to be able to make a better system. So, and one of my friends, she actually is a business person. She does business stuff, and so I had talked to her about it too, and she said, again, from a purely business standpoint, it's a good buy. That's all it really is. It's just a good buy so that you can make some money back from your initial investment as well as profit beyond that. So I definitely feel like that's all that it is, and I don't feel like it's going to be something where they're like, oh, here's put your Oculus headset on. Oh, you got to log into your Facebook account in order to access this game. I don't think that's how it's going to be. At least I hope not. I really hope not. I don't think so, though. I feel like they're just kind of just a parent company and nothing more, hopefully.
I hope so. And I think, earlier I was thinking about it, and whilst I don't like the fact that it was Facebook that bought them out, if it was another company, I would have been probably okay with it. But then you never know how
if
they could still do
Google,
the same thing.
Or if it had been Amazon or anything like that, we probably would have been like, oh, okay, cool, they get more funding. But because it's Facebook, the instant thought is Facebook, what? But I mean,
but you never. Sorry, go on.
I mean, if it had been Google, who knows if you would have had to connect your Google Plus account. So
this is true, yeah. Yeah,
and we all know how much Google likes to get your Google Plus put into everything now. So
yeah, I think what I liked so much about it was that it, Palmer Luckey kind of started this whole thing in his garage, just messing around with parts, trying to make this headset, and it kind of grew into something so awesome so quickly.
Yeah.
And I was rooting him on, so to speak, and I still am. I was just it was his thing that he's built from the ground up so quickly, and it's gone through these development stages, and just when you think it's going to kind of get to a point where you're going to start putting pre-orders down for consumer versions, the Facebook news happened, and you're like, oh man.
Right. Yeah, man. No. I get that. I totally understand that, and it makes sense to have that kind of concern about it. I still think that it's going to be okay. I have full faith in Oculus to do what would be the right thing to do. As far as the information on the final consumer headset, there really isn't any information as of this recording. Apparently, they're going to be releasing more information about it the day that this releases, Monday. So...
shit.
Right. As of right now, pre-orders are scheduled to start late 2015. Price has not been revealed. Specs have not been revealed. So as of right now, it's kind of hush-hush, except that, hey, it's going to be available in the next year. So, but I'm going to try and pre-order one as soon as the consumer model. I've been waiting for the consumer model. I really wanted to get DevKit 2. I was really tempted to numerous times.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that, and we were almost hovering over the buy button.
Right, we really were. And I was just like, no, I got to hold out for the consumer model. I've got to hold out for that because it's coming. I know it is. And it's finally on the way, so hopefully it will be as amazing as everyone says. I have not had a chance to try Oculus at all, or any of those virtual reality things at all, so I am especially excited to get my chance to try it out. Yeah. Have you tried Oculus?
I have, yeah. I've tried DevKit 1 and 2. Okay. That was at Eurogamer in 2013 and 14. So the DevKit 1, I had about 10 minutes of is it Wars of Thunder or War of Thunder, the flight sim game?
Yeah, I think it's War of Thunder.
War of Thunder.
I think so.
that was on Dev Kit 1, and whilst it was a good experience, that was kind of early days. The resolution wasn't great. It was quite blocky.
Right.
But the experience was good. So I was like, okay, well, Dev Kit 1, not bad. And then in 2014 at Eurogamer was Dev Kit 2, and that was Alien Isolation. So I'm like, oh my god!
Right.
So played about 10 minutes of that, and the difference between that and the Dev Kit 1 was phenomenal. The graphics were awesome. Still maybe a little bit of room for improvement. I'm not quite sure what specs they were on the Dev Kit 2. I think it was HD, but it still seemed a little bit kind of in patches. It was maybe, I don't know whether it was contrast or shading, I don't know, but the actual kind of graphics, the 3D effects,
right,
and the head tracking motion, and it really immersed you like amazingly. So I'm super excited.
That's the other thing I'm kind of interested in, is if they're gonna have another feature that will release with the consumer model, because obviously Dev Kit 1 was just about the experience. Dev Kit 2 was motion tracking with your head tracking. What could the consumer model bring to the table that we haven't seen yet from the previous Dev Kits? So I'm excited to see what they might be adding to it. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is the Virtuix Omni treadmill. I don't know if you've seen this or not.
Yes.
You have? Okay. That's like the coolest. Like, if you want to get like a full virtual reality integration system, you get an Oculus, a Virtuix Omni treadmill, and like the Hydra controllers or whatever. And you've literally got yourself a 3D moving space that you can walk around in. Basically, the Virtuix Omni treadmill is a treadmill that you can walk on, and you can walk in any direction, and you stay in the same spot. So you can move around, you can run around, you can walk. Anything and everything you can do in a game, you can do with this treadmill. And it's an amazing piece of technology, and it's only something like I think it's not much more expensive than the Oculus. So the idea is you can actually get a virtual reality system in your house for less than $1,000 now, which is crazy. I think it's awesome.
It is, yeah. We saw it at Eurogamer as well. Like that, the guy who was playing, it was some kind of like Jurassic kind of looking shooting game, and he was absolutely sweating. It was funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you won't be able to play it for like prolonged periods,
right?
But,
I'm sure it'll show me just how powerful and endurance-lasting video game characters really are.
Yes,
but
yeah.
I would still very much like to do that, and like one of the things I like to do is walk on a treadmill when I play games sometimes as an exercise thing. So I would probably very much welcome something like that. So that's the news that I have. There was really not a whole lot going on with news these past couple weeks, it seems. But now we're gonna play our game. This is I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna play 20 questions. We're gonna go with video game character then.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So 20 questions. Have to choose a video game character, and I will think of one, and you will guess, and then for your channel we'll do the vice versa. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna fail this because you're gonna think of something obscure.
Give me a second here. Give me a second. I got it. All right.
Can I use Google at the same time?
No. You just gotta have to go with guessing. All right. First question.
Okay, the obvious one. Are you male or female?
I am female.
Are you a female character in a horror game?
No.
Are you a female character present on next-gen consoles / PC?
I don't think so, no.
Are you a female character with long brown hair?
I'll say yes.
Okay.
Not necessarily long, I guess, but
Okay. But brown.
But brown, yes.
Okay. Are you a female character in a action-adventure game?
No.
Are you a Nintendo character?
No.
Are you from PlayStation 1?
No.
Are you young?
Yes.
As in, okay. So we're talking young female character,
Like-
brown hair.
like 20s, 30s, somewhere in that area.
Okay. Do you know how many questions I've asked?
You have asked 8 questions.
Okay. All right.
So you're
Female
just about
character.
halfway.
Are you a sports game character?
No.
Platform game character?
Sort of? I'll say yeah.
Just trying to think of good questions to narrow it down based on my knowledge.
Right.
Are you the lead character in said game?
Yes.
Does your character carry a weapon?
No. At least, no, it wouldn't count as a weapon.
Is it a game that you own
Yes.
on PC? Oh, no, hang on. Oh, hang on.
I don't think I have it on PC. You were gonna look at my Steam games, weren't you?
No, my hands are well and truly. Yeah. Come on, Marv. Rock that brain. Rock the brain, Marv.
You try maybe asking different companies in the video games space. I would say it's considered platform, but it would also fall into a different category too.
Is it RPG?
No.
How many questions is that?
You're at 14. 6 to go.
Shit. Is it a Capcom game?
No.
Konami?
No.
Fuck. 4 questions to go. Okay.
Yep.
Does she have a partner in said, like a partner character in said game?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
in one of them.
One of them.
So there's more than one game.
This is tough. That's because my knowledge of games is shite. I think I'm gonna have to concede.
Oh, come on. You got 3. At least get your 3 questions and then try and like make one estimated or guess.
Is it anything to do with Ubisoft?
Nope. I don't know. Maybe you know. I would think you would. You at least know the game. Maybe not necessarily the character though. Like the character's name.
Is it a game you know that I've played?
No, I don't know that you've actually played it, but I'm sure you know of it.
Okay, so I've got one question left.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
God
no way
damn
you
it.
don't know this game.
I'm just gonna meditate for a minute. Initially, I was thinking along the lines of Lara Croft, but then it's a kind of platform game.
Right. I had a feeling that's what you were
doesn't-
going for.
She doesn't have a partner,
Right.
and she's on next gen, so that ruled that out anyway.
Right.
It's not horror,
Nope.
so we're not along the lines of Jill Valentine.
That's the obvious one to go for. Are you like doing Google searches?
No, I'm literally trying to Google my head,
Okay.
and it's not quite as packed
Google
with
my
data.
head. I didn't know Google ran your head. I'll say, okay, the company doesn't make a lot of games, but the games that they do make are always very well received.
So instantly, I'm like Rockstar.
No, that's a good guess though, but it's not Rockstar. So that's your 20 questions. So that still leaves, other thoughts, but just make one guess of a character, and then I will let you know who it is, whether you are right or wrong.
I can't think of a name. All the ones that I can think of have been ruled out, so can't do it.
Okay.
No names are coming.
Okay. Well, people at home can at least play. They can guess right now. You pause the video if you want and write down in the comments who you think it is before it's revealed. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and reveal My character, or let's say the company I was thinking of is Valve.
Right.
The game is Portal, and the character is Chell.
No. Would never have got that, never.
But you know of Portal, though. Like,
I
everybody
know
knows
of Portal,
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my character.
Shit.
So I was trying to give you hints that weren't about the character itself, but like
Yeah.
the concept of the game and stuff. Because I know everybody knows Portal and what the concept is, at least. So
Yeah. Touche.
all right, so
Epic
that's
victory for Kyle.
that was interesting and fun. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode of MonDaiz / MarviDaiz. If you guys want to see us play 20 questions again, we're gonna be playing it over on Marv's channel. Again, Oculus Rift. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below, and be on the lookout for that MarviPan impersonator because they are a bit of a douche. So yeah, fun times. But as I was telling Marv earlier, I think that means he's made it as a YouTuber when you have somebody impersonating you.
Shut up, Kyle.
So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Marv, thanks again for being on and having fun.
Thank you for having me, dude.
You guys will make this channel happen, and I thank you very much for that. And we will catch you in the next video.